I love that movie for so many reasons. I love Charlize Theron in this movie more than I loved her in Monster. And she is so fucking good in Monster. It is ridiculous. I used to live in an RV behind this house, and my friend in the house let me borrow two DVDs, and it was Monster and Hulk, Ang Lee Hulk. And I watched both of those movies like so many times. That and Prisoner of Azkaban. And that movie is so fucking good. And you know how you know a movie is good? You can't take two hot ass people like that and have them making out and it be revolting without good acting and ridiculously excellent makeup artists. Like, Charlize Theron looks like Eileen Wuornos. She's so fucking good in that movie. Holy shit. I'm a fan of her work. I love the music. I love James McAvoy in it. I've been a fan of his since The Last King of Scotland. And how can, you know what, like, how can fucking Forrest Whitaker, great actor, dedicated craftsman, go from that to fucking that dog shit in Black Panther, man? The Black Panther, like, that was the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, I don't care if that was a dead-on, perfect fucking accent for the guy he was playing. It was terrible. That was a fucking, just looked cliche as fuck choice ever, man. Like, it was, I hated that. That was awful. I've never seen John Goodman and was like, oh, he fucking sucked in that. Never once. True story. When I turned 18, I lived down the street from the CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia. And I broke down there a couple of times. Like, I have had some beater-ass cars, and a couple of times before the like guy got out and shot a bunch of people in front of there, before that all went down, I broke down. Like, I overheated one time, and then one time I needed a jump start. And, like, some spook came out of the gates and was like, you know, jump started me, and then another time the dude gave me some water to put in the busted ass car and got me on my way. So when I turned 18, you know, I wanted to be in the FBI or whatever because I saw this movie where Sandra Bullock was having so much fun being the FBI. She got a Beretta and it was great and it was awesome. I think it was her. And it wasn't Miss Congeniality. I've tried to find out what fucking movie that was, but I can't figure it out. Then, like, I sent out for like the application. They're like, you got to be in the military for 2 years or you got to go to law school to be in the FBI. And I'm just like, fuck that. I don't know about that. I mean, I would make a good lawyer because I like to debate some shit. Like, people say it's arguing. I don't. We could just disagree. We could just debate about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have. It doesn't have to be a fight. Use your words. I roll up to the CIA place, and I'm like, gee, and they're like, what do you want? And I'm like, hey, how do I become a spook? And they're like, send us your resume. You get off the property. I like CIA shit. I like James Bond shit. I like fucking, you know, all that kind of shit. Because I didn't know. You know, I didn't know the shit that actually goes on. I didn't know that they work at the, how that guy say it? I work at the behest of the president. Like, you just got to go do whatever the fuck this guy says. Whether it's right or wrong, you know? I found out about that Martin Luther King joint. Not cool, dude. That's not cool at all. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. The story is great. There's a great twist. It's like M. Night Shyamalan, kind of. It's not too transparent. I mean, I've seen, like, so many movies, so I can usually guess what's going to happen next. And be pretty spot on, but it wasn't too bad. You know, I wasn't sitting there going, oh, that's fucking blatant. Oh, that damn. Why don't you just put Chekhov's gun, like, right on your forehead? Like, why don't you just have a big sign saying this is going to happen next? November 1989, days prior to the collapse of the Berlin Wall, MI6 agent James Gascoigne is shot and killed by KGB agent Dick Face McGuffin, who steals the list, a microfilm document concealed in Gascoigne's wristwatch containing the names of every intelligence agent on both sides active in Berlin. Plot jumps between the debriefing room and flashbacks to Lorraine's time in Berlin. Lorraine is dispatched to recover the list and told to keep an eye out for Satchel, a double agent of the KGB who has been a problem for the MI6 for years. 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 out of 10 because it's great. But it's not so great you could watch it 80 times. Like, you could watch it like 2 or 3 times, and then you're like, oh, I know what the fuck's gonna happen. You know? I mean, you're gonna know what's gonna happen after the first time, but it's cool enough that it's like, oh, it came out in 2017. So if you don't know the end of it by now, like, she is Satchel. She is the bad guy.